Today I'm going to show you how to tie the Torelesse Dragonfly. This is an adult dragonfly, fished dry fly. It's very large, and I'm amazed over the years. I've worked on this pattern for a long time now, and I always just get really good reports of it. You know, really good in wavy conditions when trout are taking adult dragonflies, leaping for them. Those sort of times on high country lakes when you're looking for something different. This is just a start of a focus on dragonflies, but I hope you enjoy it. Cheers! Kia ora. We start the dragonfly with this laminated foam. You can see here 2mm in the middle, yellow, and then on either side, there and there, 1mm black. I laminate this just by using a really good super glue and then squeezing it in under some old phone books or something heavy, leave it for a wee while to dry, and then you're ready to go. You can use any colour combinations, and you can even colour these and change these with felt pens, as I'm going to show you. The next set of foam we use is Everzote foam, 1/8 of an inch. This floats really high, it carries a lot more air than this particular foam, so this adds a lot to the flotation on the pattern. Now what we do with this foam is lay it on a board, and getting a metal ruler and a sharp knife, select the width you want to make the dragonfly bottom. In this case here, I've cut it quite finely. The finer you cut it this way, the more this foam will bend, and I like that property on the body, particularly if a trout takes, it's not going to get thrown off by the stiff foam. Once you've got this strip cut, you can see here, I've done mine about 2.5, maybe 3mm wide. What I do now is I just burn the end to give a natural look, just like so. And now that you've burnt the end, what I'm going to do here is just get a permanent felt pen, and I'm going to put the speckle in. Yeah, again, you can vary this to suit whatever you want, but this just gives, I think, quite a striking feature to this dry fly, and potentially quite a strong trigger to the trout. So you can see here, looks a lot like the natural. Obviously repeat again on the other side. Quite a good idea if you're going to tie a lot of these to batch tie, so make these first, colour these first, and then you're ready to go. Continuing on, now I'm going to strip the head of the fly, and here we make this quite a bit wider, maybe 6, 7, 8mm. This will help the fly float, also gives that bulbous look to the eyes at the front of the body. So there are the main ingredients of foam ready to go. We have the Everzote 1/8 foam black, we have our laminated foam which we've coloured and we've burnt the end off. We're ready to start to make the dragonfly. Kia ora. Nice to be here. This is midsummer here in South Island, New Zealand, February the 14th today, Valentine's Day. Today I'm going to focus on the Torelesse Dragonfly that I've talked about. We're starting off with a long shank hook. I'll show you what type of hook it is. This is a size 8. You can choose any hook size that you want to cast. The whole thing about this dragonfly that's important to note is it's all about being aerodynamic, so it's quite easy to cast. So anyway, we're starting off with a long shank hook and nice strong black cord. You choose whatever type that suits you there. I like 3-bar row models, but they're harder to get these days. And then we're just going to put a smear of super glue just along here. That's quite important because it's quite foundational. Now I'm going to dub on some Glister black dubbing, or you can choose peacock. You know, if you feel that, you know, being glistery is a negative for your trout, sometimes it is. You know, fish get sick of seeing flashy stuff. You know, you could do this in a duller colour. The idea is you don't want to go too far back. We're just looking for, it doesn't have to be tidy either, because we're going to rib over this in a minute. It's just going to give us the underform, and there we go. So that's the first part of the dragonfly. Next, we get the foam body. Cut it to a size that suits you. What I like to do here is just bend this a wee bit. I talked about it before. The flexibility of it is really important in my humble opinion. We're just going to tie that in like so, obviously quite securely here, and then we're going to wind back a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit of super glue on that part. I think that's an imperative to do that. It's all about keeping the foundation here. You don't want to tie this fly and have it come off its axis. This part's reasonably simple. Just go like so, making a segmented body look. Now we're going to get the sort of leg material here. You know, this can be a strand of flashaboo, it can be all sorts. I'm using Magic Rib today, a New Zealand made product that you know, I have a lot of respect for. And now just a little bit of super glue on here, and we're going to tie our floating foam in to be the head. I'm just going to go back like this, gently tie. I'm not going to tie it too tightly because it's good to keep the air bubbles in this foam. It has a lot of air bubbles, this style of foam. So that's that side. It's really quite easy, as you can see. Next, what I'm going to do is get the polypropylene yarn and tie that in on top. You know, just make sure it's nice and centered. Before you fold it back, we're going to do a little wee trick here. We're going to get some barred voodoo fibres, I think they're called, of all things. This is a barred olive, but again, you know, you can custom colour this to suit your needs. You can see it has a real buggy look, and that's what I'm looking for with this dragonfly. I'm just going to fold that over, and that's that part of the wing. I'm going to trim it to the length. You know, you can decide the length there that you want. You know, sometimes you might want more flotation, so you can leave it with more flotation. The next stage is we get the clear barred voodoo fibres, and this time this is going to act as the wings. We tie a set facing off to the left and one to the right. It can be quite hard to keep track of all these, but you can see like so. And then again, you know, with the length of that, that's supposed to emulate the wings. You choose, you know, that's the whole idea. But you can see now why this pattern's really good. You can, if I go side on, which I will show you later, you'll see that it's very, very aerodynamic. So there's the wings, so that's that easy. Now we're just going to dub this bit here. Again, you know, use any dubbing that you see fit. Maybe a little bit of cement at this stage, you know, just to, you know, as I say, you know, keep it on its axis. There's nothing worse than a fly that comes apart. It's probably pretty good there. I'm going to fold that over like so. It's going to make the body, as you can see. There. I'm going to just pull that over there like so, and cut that there. Now what I'm going to do here is get the magic rib again. I'm going to use this for legs. I'm going to put in one set on that side. You know, again, this product is really light, you know, floats super well, so you know, a worthy product to investigate. Magic rib, but it's, you know, it's a lot more than a rib. its legs and all sorts, and it's light and it's pliable and shapeable, but importantly again bendable. A lot of people use like wire and stuff, but I don't subscribe to that because it's not, you know, accurately, you know, functioning. It's too stiff, and you know, trout, if they take that, are going to really let go. We just finish it off with a whip finish. Now just swivel it around, you can see a lot more of the form that we did. Here it is, the Torelesse Dragonfly. You can see how the head gives the flotation, and you can see the streamlined look of it. These give the impression of the dragonfly wings. That's your flotation. You have your underside, which is, you know, just got a really nice profile.